Imagine this. You suddenly get a sum of money. Maybe it's 5,000 euros, maybe 50,000, or even 500,000. What do you actually do with it? How do you make sure this money doesn't just sit there, but actually works for you growing, compounding, and giving you peace of mind instead of stress? That's exactly what we're talking about today. A lot of people think investing is super complicated, full of jargon, charts, and strategies that only an expensive advisor can understand. But here's the good news. If you have the right mindset, investing can be very straightforward. I want to walk you through how to sensibly invest these amounts. Not with rigid rules, but by looking at your personal situation. Because it's not about a single number on your bank statement. It's about your overall financial picture. People often ask things like, which ETF should I buy? Should I go for stocks? What about crypto? But the truth is, no investment exists in a vacuum. The right decision always depends on your total wealth, your risk tolerance, and your goals. So let's start small. 5,000 euros. For some, that's a fortune. For others, it's modest. But this is where many mistakes happen. People want to make the most out of it right away, rushing into risky ETFs or crypto, hoping for fast gains. But that mindset can be dangerous, especially if you overlook one critical question. Are those 5,000 euros all you have? Imagine someone with only these 5,000 euros. If they put it all into the stock market and it crashes, they could lose half their money instantly. The psychological impact is huge. Losing money hurts twice as much as gaining it. Feels good. Without a safety net, you're more likely to panic sell at the worst time. That's why the first golden rule is, before you invest, you need an emergency fund. Money set aside for unexpected costs like a broken washing machine or a car repair. A good rule of thumb is to have 2 to 3 months of your net income in an easy access savings account, safe and liquid. If you earn 1,500 euros a month, that's 3,000 to 4,500 euros set aside. To figure out how much to invest, ask yourself, how much money could I lose before I'd be tempted to sell everything? Let's say Ben could stomach losing 2,000 euros. The rule is to multiply that by 2. So he should invest a maximum of 4,000 euros in the stock market. The remaining 1,000 stays safe. This way, he's investing without losing sleep. Now, consider Eileen. She's in her early 20s and has saved up 5,000 euros. That's all she has. With her income, most of that needs to be her emergency fund. Only a small slice might go into her first ETF, and that's perfectly fine. What matters for her isn't big gains, but building a safe foundation and starting a consistent monthly ETF savings plan. The point is, 5,000 euros isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about laying the groundwork, building habits, and learning how it feels to see your account move up and down. Maybe you start with a 50 or 100 euro monthly plan. The key is simply to start. Even small, regular contributions grow into large sums over time. Those first steps are the most valuable because they change your mindset. You start seeing money as a tool that can work for you. That's the real difference between saving and investing. Now, let's level up to a more substantial amount. €50,000. This might come from years of saving, an inheritance, or selling something valuable. With this amount, a new sense of responsibility kicks in. People often think the rules have changed, that they now need special investments or insider opportunities. But the principles remain exactly the same. You still need to ask, how big is your emergency fund? How much risk can you handle? What are your long-term goals? The only difference is that your decisions now have bigger consequences. This is where your money can either accelerate your path to financial independence or get trapped in the wrong places. And with €50,000, a new question often appears. Do you plan to buy property or do you prefer to rent? This single decision can completely change how you manage your money. Think about it. If your goal is to buy a house in the next 5 to 7 years, you can't put all €50,000 into stocks. You'll need a large chunk of that for a down payment. So maybe you keep €40,000 in safe, short-term investments like fixed deposits or a money market ETF. The remaining 10,000 could go into a globally diversified stock ETF. This allows you to gain some market experience while keeping the majority of your future home deposits safe. Your money has to fit your life plan, not the other way around. With €50,000, you can also create a play account. Maybe 5 to 10%, so €2,500 to €5,000 can go into individual stocks or even cryptocurrencies. But it must remain play money, not the core of your strategy. It's where you can experiment and learn. If things go well, take profits. If they go badly, it won't ruin your future. Another crucial step at this level is rebalancing. Over time, the balance between your safe and risky assets will shift. Once a year, check your portfolio. If your stock portion has grown too large, move some profit back to safety. If it has shrunk, consider adding more to stocks. This simple habit keeps your strategy stable. So, €50,000 is a threshold amount. It's where you ask big life questions and your choices become more impactful. And don't fall into the trap of thinking you need a financial advisor. You can absolutely manage this yourself with simple, low-cost products like a savings account, a money market ETF, and a world stock ETF. Think of your wealth as a house. The emergency fund is the foundation, safe assets are the walls, and stocks are the roof, reaching for growth. Finally, let's talk about €500,000. This number feels almost unreal, but even at this level, the illusion that you need complex, special strategies is just that illusion. The principles don't change. One part safe, one part risky, balanced between security and growth, and aligned with your life goals. With this much money, you'll attract attention. Banks will call, and advisors will send glossy brochures for exclusive investments. But remember, most of these offers are designed to make them rich through high fees and hidden risks. Keep it simple. Let's imagine Mark, who's in his mid-40s with a family and €500,000. He owns his home, so he doesn't need to save for property. His main goal is financial freedom. He could allocate €400,000 to a simple, globally diversified stock ETF. The remaining 100,000 is for security, 10,000 in cash for emergencies, 20,000 in fixed deposits for near-term goals, and 70,000 in a money market ETF for flexibility. It's simple, transparent, and powerful because it matches his goals. There's a great saying for this. You only need to get rich once. If you already have significant wealth, your mission is to protect and nurture it, not to gamble it away. Now, if you're listening and thinking, I don't have €500,000, let me reassure you, the path is the same. You start by building your base, then gradually increase your investments. If you stay disciplined and patient, you'll be surprised how far you can get. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Ultimately, it's not just about the money. It's about the freedom it gives you, the freedom to make calm choices, to leave a job that doesn't fulfill you, and to live life on your own terms. Money is the tool that helps you build the life you want. So, whether you have 5,000, 50,000, or 500,000 euros, think in structures, balance, and in the context of your own life. Stay consistent, keep it simple, and trust the process. Your wealth will grow, and one day you'll look back and realize it all started with that single decision to begin. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.